might happen.
What are the relationship changes that maybe we should be on the lookout for?
Most people will think about a dementia that it's just a memory problem. And that's
Okay.
why the class that I teach almost every month is called More Than Memory, Understanding Brain Changes and Dementia from the Inside Out. Because I always say to folks, if you're only ready for a memory problem, you are not ready.
Okay.
Right now, we have over 120 different kinds of dementias that we can identify. None of them have a cure. So all of them essentially are still considered terminal illnesses at this time. And so they will progress and they will get worse over time unless somebody who wins the lottery can figure out the key to stopping this. And so far that hasn't happened. And we've known about Alzheimer's since 1906.
Oh my goodness,
So
really? Okay.
yeah, we didn't do a lot with it for a long time because it was an old person's problem and that wasn't where research dollars went.
In my mind, I do think of dementia as a memory problem.
And you are right with the masses on
Okay.
that one.
Okay, good. You're going to make us
So
smarter today.
maybe. So you get dementia in one of two ways. It's not a normal part of aging.
Okay.
So it's either by an injury to the brain, like you fall off a ladder and get a brain bleed, or maybe you were a football player or a boxer or a soccer player with lots of heading for years in your youth, and you had a lot of jolts to your brain from the sports, or you had a serious car accident and your head went through the windshield, or things like that, that later that injury to the brain can develop a dementia.
Okay.
And the other way is it is a disease in the brain. So like Alzheimer's disease is a disease in the brain, but it's also caused by other things like strokes. Vascular dementia is caused usually by blood flow that's interrupted to the brain. There's Lewy body dementia, there's frontotemporal dementia, alcohol-related dementias. There's all kinds of different things, but none of them act exactly the same, but most of them do involve some memory loss. But really what it is the brain is dying. Different parts of the brain are dying over time. So it depends on what part of the brain is impacted, will you see changes. So if it's hitting the part like the hippocampus part of the brain where our short-term memory lives, then you might see your loved one constantly asking you the same question over and over, telling you the same stories over and over in a short period of time because they can't hang on to that information because that part of the brain helps us to do that and it's damaged.
Okay.
Right? So that's one thing. But we think about our brain as our control center. So our brain affects our personality, affects our mood, affects our behavior, our ability to sequence tasks. It's our executive functioning skills, planning and processing, reasoning, empathy, all of those things. So depending on what part of the brain the dementia is attacking, we can see changes in all of those areas, including ability to be walk, talk, be mobile, be continent. Everything is on the table when there's a dementia.
Things like personality shifts, like maybe someone you love is starting to seem crankier. I mean, I know we sort of joke about that grumpy old men